What inspired this Nightbird series? A friend of mine was being interviewed on a podcast I was listening to. He talked about earning a full ride to Berkeley and how once he got there, he had to live in the dorms. To his surprise, he found it almost impossible to sleep at night. He had grown up in East LA, where the constant hum of ghetto birds, sirens, and even gunshots was just part of the background noise of everyday life. At Berkeley, it was too quiet, and the silence kept him awake at night. This story made me think about my own experience. I grew up in a very small town and later moved to Pasadena for school. For me, it was just the opposite. The sirens, the gunshots, and the hum of helicopters were both jarring and concerning, and this kept me up at night. Was there anything else that drew you to paint these images? Yes. Visually, I was drawn to the contrast between a ghetto bird's searchlight and the sweeping beams of movie premiere spotlights. When I first moved here for school, I would often see both cutting across the night sky in the distance. There was something strange and compelling about that overlap, two very different realities sharing the same space in the city. When people ask me where I live, the words Los Angeles tend to conjure up images of glitz and glamour, but the alleyways, the grit, the quiet grunge that exists alongside the red carpets often go unnoticed or are simply unknown. I also wanted to incorporate the crisscrossed electrical and phone wires, tangled and overlapping, to heighten the sense of contrast. They suggest a kind of visual chaos that exists in many Los Angeles neighborhoods. And yet, within that complexity, people don't just survive, they live, adapt, and they thrive.